Hello everybody and welcome back to Cade Plays Phantom Brigade. And in today's episode, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it because I think I've gotten everything to the point where I'm happy to go ahead with it. I am going to introduce you to our new units. First and foremost, the PB7 Riot. The Big Bad Blue. We are running a very good SMG-1 tactical at rare with the best shield I can get that doesn't absolutely cripple his mobility. Now, if I determine that the shield here is not doing it, and through using it in combat, if I figure out that I would prefer to have the lower speed and the much higher integrity, I do have a Svalin shield ready to go. Running a Nox torso and Nox legs with a pair of good bind arms. This guy's kind of a beefy tank. So he can get right up in there and start just hosing down with a machine gun. Doing that thing where you raise the block the full shot, and then returning fire because the SMG has a very short action duration of a single second. So that's good for getting shots off between a block, considering most other actions are going to be longer than that between. So that is the PB7 Riot. Next, we have the PB8 Crusader, running an MCM base cutter, and the most recent update also changed a lot with how melee works, so we're going to have to get into that a little bit as well. Again, running an S4 tower because the Svalin is very good but way too damn heavy. On a Nox 1 light torso, Arrow 1 light legs, and a slightly mismatched, albeit fairly close pair of Nox arms. This guy's gonna be blocking shots, getting in there, doing some damage. He's got a great thrust radius, so should be able to close up real nice, get in with some good melee attacks. And finally, so I had so much fun designing this. The PB9 Nightmare. Now, we had spoken about a sort of patchwork design, and I really decided to lean into that. And this thing is visually an absolute nightmare. What an ugly monster. But pretty solid. Little bit of barrier across the top pretty much all the way around. The arm there is a little on the weak side. That's going to be the Arrow 2 medium arm. But we'll regenerate the barrier very quickly. And then a Blackbird arm with a hybrid sensor. Right now, he's running a machine gun. Now, the idea that I've got for the Nightmare is that we can switch in and out various different weapons. So maybe one day we use an incendiary spitter. Maybe one day we decide to use a cannon. Maybe one day we want to use, where's that glory dog? Yeah, maybe one day I want to use a beam rifle. You know, that's going to be the weapon platform that I can throw just about anything on him, and he's a big, heavy, ugly, dumb fuck, and I love him. And that is the PB9 Nightmare test platform. In fact, he's going to get a designation of the PB9X, because that's purely going to be experimentals. So now we have the Riot, the Crusader, and the Nightmare to add. We just got a couple of % to repair on the Paladin and the Lightning here. But I'm thinking the next time we jump a patrol, we can take maybe Nadia out with that chunk of the new units we have and see what they're able to do. Now, in the ongoing war for Balekin, we do not have a battle site currently on the field. So where's what I'm thinking we want to do? The escalation level has increased again. There's an arrowhead unit right here, and a camp that I think we can bust pretty easily. Now, arrowhead units have low detection, but they're real quick. So the arrowhead unit is going to hunt us basically no matter what we do. There's a battle site on this side. We can rush for that. because we've got friendly resources on that side. So we can rush for that, and I think this arrowhead unit's going to attempt to intercept us. Let's go fast mode. The war memorial's right there. And we will let that arrowhead unit really wants to fight us. But they didn't have any reinforcements on the field at this time. That is going to prove to be an arrow. An arrow? Oh my. An error on their part. So I'm going to keep Nadia in the Falcon. But I am going to put our new pilots. So Zero and Victor are going to respectively pilot the Riot and the Crusader. And we have no proper pilot for the Nightmare. But I think one thing that we can do to take the Nightmare out... Let's... Because we have to pick up another pilot at the end of the day. That's the thing, right? So there's the PB1, PB2, PB3, Foxtrot is the Lightning, PB4, Tango, Delta's in the Scorpion, Mia's in the Valkyrie. So Zero and Silja and Agnes are going to be the pilots for the Riot and the Crusader. She's cautious. Agnes is also cautious. And then we're gonna let Lars take the Nightmare out for a spin. He's normally going to be the pilot of the Paladin. But I want to give him an opportunity to show what he can do with a machine gun over here. I think this is going to be a ton of fun. I'm really looking forward to seeing what kind of situations we can end up in with all this. I don't have as much ranged firepower as I would be used to. But we need to test run these machines. There are 3 shields, so we really can deal with a lot of weirdness. And I wonder what we're up against as far as what the Arrowhead unit are equipping. Oh, we've got so much cover to advance under. You're going to flank and finish me off? Is that your plan? Is that your plan, buddy? Alright, 2 walkers on one side, and then I know there's some more over on this corner. 2 more walkers. So we got a 4v4. What are we dealing with? A shotgun, a plasma repeater. I don't love that. Have I seen a plasma repeater like that before? What is that? You're firing with an MLS-8. Okay. Alright. Alright. Little bit of weirdness, but... Okay, and then what do we got on this side? Is that cannons and sniper rifles? Sniper rifle. Sniper rifle. So we've got 2 snipers there who we can do a lot of damage, so... I think I'm going to run the Crusader for a start. So melee looks different now. So you can see this. Melee is a very, very different beast. It will now create like a shockwave. So we're going to run up here and then start running this way. So the Crusader's just making an approach. There's going to be missiles heading towards the Nightmare. The Nightmare is not the slowest thing in the whole world. So why don't we move everybody in this direction? So we should focus on taking care of those snipers first. I think that would be the play. Is there a collision there? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, goody good. We can run out this way. All the shots are going to fail against us. And then we can run over here and start to kind of split out a little bit. And then we'll let the Nightmare... We'll let the Nightmare take a big run over here. Oh, there's a sniper rifle shot that's going to go off and hit him if I do that, though. So we can dash up to here. So if we dash up to there, and then dash off the side again, so, and then we can boost off the side. I think we avoid colliding. And then we can run up here. And that way, right there, we can wait a second for the Falcon to get a lead. So we are going to be making 0 shots. We are going to be making 0 shots at all with this. This is just a roll positioning turn, which I think we can get away without taking too much damage on this. We may get popped here and there by individual little things. But I want to close the distance on these snipers. This guy with the sniper rifle is deciding to run all the way up here and trying to take a shot. That is highly unwise. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. The Crusader's gonna run. Crusader's gonna take a step forward. Dash out to here. And then make a melee attack. Oh, no. We're going to keep the run going. We're going to run it all the way into the back. Yeah. And you're going to hide right there. If this guy tries to take a shot, you're going to grease him. All right. The Riot is going to move up here. And then we're going to start shooting. Now, I understand that the SMG is a mobile weapon. So we're going to get to drill some right into the side of your boy right there. Meanwhile, the Falcon I'm going to have run a line back here. There are some missiles incoming. So let's see if we can get a shot in from there. It's got to end before that mark. So we can get some shots off. Can we then shield up? Doesn't want to let us do that with that much remaining. So let's dagga. Raise a shield. Eat whatever we can of that attack. Meanwhile, we're going to run the Nightmare around here. Ooh, okay. So we what's our attack range? It's pretty decent. So we want to run, I think, maybe down here, right? So the shot will just clip against the side of the mountain. And then we can blaze out with a machine gun. It's almost not worth that shot. The other equipment is a handgun. So we're still positioning. We're still avoiding shots. Oh, I was hoping that dash would take care of more of that shot. Oh, okay. The concussion damage and the stagger is real. So you're gonna fire at... You're gonna fire... Oh, God. Okay, this is messy as hell. Let's drill another good round of shots into you. We can almost get another one in your back. Brap. Like, no one's shooting at the riot, so I can have the riot run along to chase like this and then blaze out like that. That's pretty good. Let's block a shot as we move into position, and then let's melee, because melee now throws off shockwaves. And then let's step over here and then melee again. So we're going to jump in, carve, step out, carve. All right, that's going to be nasty, and I feel like that's basically taking care of that particular enemy. So that shot is going to continue to come in. As that happens, we're going to strategically reposition, which is to say we are going to hide behind a fucking rock. And then as soon as that attack is over, we're going to get a really optimal shot right in the back. And then block up again. That's funny. That's really, really funny. Now, we do have to step the nightmare back a little bit, because the shots are going to come in. We don't want them to hit. But right when we get there, we can start just blazing away. And a lot of that shot's going to go right in the back as well. So we're going to hold our position as we make that shot. And then we are going to dash out to here. We're going to overheat a little bit. Oh, I think we can do it without overheating. So we can hit the dash, and that gets us out of the way without cooking us off. Then that shot comes in, that shot comes in. All right. So what we want to look at right now, and we're probably going to replay this turn because there's a lot going on. So I want to see this melee attack. Bang. Crashing. Bang. Got him again. Okay. New melee is a lot more reasonable. Alright, now how is everybody doing? Shields are holding. Nightmare didn't get clipped. So the only thing that's really happened so far is we took one stray shot in the core block on the Crusader. Yeah, you're going to stand up and get up? You're going to get up, stand up? Oh, that guy got greased. Let's run that back. So the shots are just punking off the shield right there. The machine gun just gets to ripping apart. And between the machine gun and the Astra, everybody dies. And we got the concussion kill with the riot by smoking this guy right up in the side there. He tries to run. We can follow him because SMGs are a mobile weapon. And then we just drilled him in the back. Magnificent. Oh, this is going swimmingly. These new units are amazing. I love them. So many new combat options. All right, you are going to take another step back. And then... You know what? Since he's going to fire at you, finish your melee attack. And then you can step back to here. You can block up. Let's move that earlier. Oh yeah, so what the most recent update, you can now move shield and dash actions. You can slide them around on the timeline, which is a huge quality of life thing. So we can block up, eat the shot. And then he's not moving after that. So we can melee back in again. And there's now like a little targeting burst as to if they will be hit. And then we can dive in with another melee attack and carve some more. And then step back out again. So we're just beating the piss out of a sniper right there. The riot. We are going to have you move over here. And then just start blasting this guy in the face. Just keep running this SMG. Absolutely it. That's what we like. And then we can run in and we can start taking shots with the Astra as soon as we get into range, which is about there. And we can carve. This is gonna be just a one-shot turn. No one survives this. Nobody survives this. All right. So we can have you run it back out. Can you make a dash without overheating? You sure can. So you're going to dash up to here just to close some distance quickly. Step up onto this piece. And then you're going to start emptying your machine gun. This is bullying. This really is bullying. Oh, you got a little hot right there. Block the shot. Blocked it. Bang. Crashed again. The legs have been taken off. This guy is very, very, very dead. Let's see. So he thinks he's going to step forward and take a shot with his plasma repeater at the Crusader over there. But instead, he just gets smoked up. The Nightmare jumps in, takes position, and opens up with a stream of hell. Magnificent stuff. This guy is going to crash and then stand up again and fire at the riot. So I'm going to have the riot step down here just to ensure that no matter what, that shot wastes. And I can do anything I want with anybody else. Which is to say, I can run. Let's just make sure we're not going to hit right here. I can run in here and just provide some additional damage. I can run the Nightmare this way. Not that that's going to matter too much because it'll all be over by then. And now I can have you jump back in there. Let's have you wait for a second just to cook off the rest of your heat. And then we're going to melee you in right there. Yeah, it now hits... The melee now hits how you felt like it always should have hit. And then we can jump in, cut up, step out. The shots will come in. So we're going to wait right there. And then we'll melee in for a last one. Just in case we need to take care of business. Drilled. Yikes. He's dead as hell. Yeah, baby. Oh, the sweetness. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Melee's good now. Melee's usable and makes sense. Everybody get excited we can run a melee build. Now, question. Do I swap the cutter out and put that gigantic Antares saber on it? I really almost want to do it too. Oh, baby. Alright, we got a thermal payload mod, weight reduction mod. Let's grab what we want to grab out of this. I'll basically just take anything in green. Because there's nothing specifically that I want. Let's melt the gun. No, we cannot melt the gun. We just can't take the gun. We can melt this torso. There we go. 104 supplies, 136 battery recovered, and we get some cool stuff that we can keep in our armory for a little while. So there you go. That's the intro to the new squad. We'll need one more pilot to be the permanent pilot for the Nightmare, but that is something we can work on with time. If you want to see how the war in Balekin continues, you'll have to join me on the next episode, because for now, I have been Cade, this has been Phantom Brigade, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.